What's going on, guys? It's Dev here, Mr. DEV himself, coming at you. Another Randomness with the Game podcast. And I'm just trying to see some. Now let me stop. That was kind of cringy. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump on today's topic. Today's topic is more memory lane to me. You know, I was just sitting here and I was thinking, I was remembering my old gaming crew. Like, to me, they were the absolute funnest people I've played with. Now, granted, my recent gaming crew, they're fun to play with too. But like, it was something about the original group that I had. I mean, every night we played, it was fun. We had a good time. The roast sessions were crazy. Overall, it was worthwhile. Now I'm glad I was able to experience that, and I remember each and every single one of them. I remember all their names, and I hope one day to reach out and at least play one more time or play a couple games with them. But hey, it's life, you gotta move on, and maybe we can get a reunion. I don't know. I doubt they'll ever find this video, and if they do, hopefully we can get back in contact with each other, play a couple more nights, every Friday, Saturday night. This is back when we were all in school, Friday, Saturday nights, from damn near when we got out of school all the way to like late morning, we played. And if not late morning, it went on to the next day, probably close to the afternoon time. Like, that's how much we played. We played a lot of games and had a blast every single time. But as I was thinking and going down memory lane, I remember this one website that we used to visit all the time. It was me and my other friend out the group. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, get your mind out the gutter, because it's not one of them. Definitely not one of them. But this website was called JamesEdition.com or James Edison. I'm probably saying it wrong 9 times out of 10, but you get what I'm trying to say. That's the website name, right? And on this particular website, it lists cars, jets, private jets, yachts, motorcycles, real estate. It was a luxury website for items to purchase. And me and my friend, his name was Jimmy, we always went on the site and we looked at all the categories, especially the real estate. Man, let me tell you, there was some nice houses that are listed, and to this day are still being listed worldwide. And that was the cool thing about this website. It didn't just list America, it listed every country that had houses for sale or items for sale. And we just browsed. We'd be like, oh man, I'm gonna make this my house. And then we just send each other links from the website, be like, this is a nice house. It's like, how would you feel about this and that? And we always had this one thing we always told each other. It's like, one day we'll make it. One day we'll be on this website, buying stuff off this website, or buying a house off this website, whatnot. Like, we used to say that a lot. And hopefully that dream can still come true, because, man, I mean, multi-million-dollar items all throughout the site. And it's not just over $1 million. It's up there in range, but it's luxury. It's all luxury, pretty much, in my opinion. But when we didn't just look at real estate, we also looked at the cars. The real estate and cars were like two big things we always looked at on that website. The cars especially, man. We'd be like, nah, my car better than yours. We're like, nah, this is gonna be my car. We was kind of like the two brothers that went back and forth with each other, try to say, no, that's mine. I was like, shh, man, I'm telling you, those were fun nights. And also on this website, we didn't just we mostly stayed with real estate and cars, of course, but We also looked at yachts. We also looked at jets, motorcycle, helicopters. I don't know why we looked at helicopters, but hey, we were just curious. The jewelry, man, the jewelry up there is like, wow. Like, man, I'm telling you, the website was something, and its categories get updated pretty much every day. And the reason why I brought this up, or why I'm talking about it now, is because if you put your dreams to it, it can happen, Now, I don't know what he got going on now. I think I still got some way to communicate with him, as far as I know of. I probably should go ahead, hit him up one day out the blue and be like, hey, what's going on? Yada, yada, yada. Wooty woo. But, hopefully one day, if we stick to what we said, we can make it. And the more you dream about it, the more you try to make it happen, the amount of percentage it will come true. Your percentage will increase on it coming to you. You just got to put in work to it. And that's the thing I don't really see a lot too much nowadays. A lot of people, they want a handout and they want to just go from there, walk off with the handout, And the people that actually work hard for what they want and where they are, it's kind of like a slap in the face. It's like, wow, if I knew I just could have went up there and did this, then I would have done it in the first place instead of putting myself through it. But it's a rewarding feeling that you worked to get where you are now, and the more rewarding it is, the better you feel, in my opinion. I know when I work for it and I get to where I wanted to be, or what I want, this and that, it feels good. It's like, wow, I made it to here. Now let's go ahead and set the next goal, Now, mentioning this website, this luxury website, granted, these are big goals, but it's never impossible to get to it. It's just how you get to it. And of course, there's easy ways and there's hard ways, but you got to go the way that best suits you. And if you go the way you don't like, it will affect you wholeheartedly. Like, there's things I've done that I knew I was not gonna like. I did not enjoy it, but I did it anyway to see what it is and to see if it helped out. And quite clearly, it didn't help out. And I left it at that. And so I went on with the next. Okay, that didn't work. Let me go ahead and figure out if this is gonna work. And that's pretty much the definition of life. You just keep trying and trying and trying, And if you give up, I'm not, what's the best way to put that? Actually, let me go ahead and take a pause real quick and get my wording right. So, okay, I got it now. When you do give up, don't just give up and quit. You gotta keep the ball rolling. You give up on this, go try something else. If you give up and quit, you will never get to where you are. That sounds like something everybody hears every day, but it's the truth, It's actually the truth. You have to work to what you get. Now, if you can get a handout, cool. Fantastic. There's no bashing on that. I would not bash anybody for where they got. Maybe, depending on the circumstances. But other than that, I'm not going to bash about, I'll say 6-7 times out of 10, I'm not gonna bash. It just depends, because some things people do to get to where they are is like, oh, what the world, why would you? But hey, you're there, I guess, but why would you type deal. Yeah, if that makes sense to y'all. But other than that, talking about this website again, like, if you ever get the time to go visit this website, just look at their catalogs, and no, there's not no paid market advertising or I'm just telling you to, like, this is the website to be on. I'm not sponsored by them. No, and oh, come on, get it out. Here we go. I'm not sponsored by them in any means. It's just more of like memory lane, because this is what me and my friend always visited. At the end of the night, when we're winding down from playing games, we go to the website, looked at the houses, looked at the cars. For some reason, we was looking at jets. I don't know why, and yachts and other stuff. I mean, they got some cool stuff, I ain't gonna lie. And the collectibles are pretty cool too. It's like, yeah, I would buy that if I had the money. And hopefully someday, not just me, but also him and all my other friends and fellow people I know, hope we all one day make it big and we can live life the way we want to live life, instead of the typical 9 to 5. How about wake up the next day, be like, hey, you want to go to Paris today? Let's go to Paris. Maybe one day. We might see it, might not. Whoever knows. Who knows, I guess. It's just a matter of how to get there. And only you and one God or multiple gods, whatever religion, only knows. But besides that, I hope you enjoy this short little podcast. If you like these, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Also share it. Get us out there. Help us support the channel if you can. If there's things we need to work on or things we need to improve, go ahead and drop a comment. Let us know what we need to improve on. Brain fart for some reason. But other than that, hope y'all enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one. Dev out.